Hello everyone, how's everyone today? Welcome to the Dirt Road Farmer. Well, today we have got a large field of soybeans that needs to be harvested. If you look down in the right hand corner, our yield bonus is 98%, our fertilizers is 100%. And it looks like the field area is 476.9 acres. So it's a pretty good sized field. We are going to put 5 harvesters in this field. I have slowed them down to the standard 6 mile an hour because 5 of them are a little hard to keep up with, and it's just extremely hard to keep up with. So we will also have a truck running on Autodrive that will pick up from the mother bin, which is located up there around the middle of this field. That's where he'll load, and he'll take it back to our silo in the yard. So let's get these guys programmed in and see if we can get started here. All right, we got to wait for it to save. And let's go down here. First, let's go down here to these waypoints and let's see what field 2 has got. All right, we've got field 2 harvest, so we want to get rid of that one. All right, let's see here. Field 2. No, we don't want to load that course. All right, let's go back. All right, let's just create a new course. So we want to create a job. Field position. Right there. And let's open the course generator. All right, the working width is right. Multiple tools. We want 5. All right, number of headlands, none. Field up and down, yep. Automatic for the direction. Everything looks good. Everything looks good there. So let's tell it to generate the course. All right, it looks like it's got it generated. Yep. All right, now let's go back in there. And let's go down here to these waypoints. And we want to save this course. Activate. And we want to call this Field 2. H, which is for 5 harvesters. All right. Field 2, 5H. There it is up there. All right. Now we can get out of that. All right, so let's start this guy up. And let's bring up the HUD. And there it is down here. If you see my cursor, Field 2, 5H. And we want to go to the first waypoint, and he is 2 left. Okay, 2 left. All right, let's go to number 2, and let's go in here. We want to, first of all, we want to clear the current course that's in it, and then we want to field 2 5H. We want to load that course and activate it. All right, now if you look down here, we got field 2 5 harvesters. First waypoint, and we want this guy to be 1 left. Okay. All right, let's go to the next one. Let's go into here, load that course, activate it. All right, let's see what's going on here. Field 2. Activate. All right, and now we have it down here, field 2 5 harvesters. First waypoint, this guy we want to be center. Okay. All right, let's go to the next one. All right. Now we want to load that course, activate it. Down here, field 2 5 harvesters, we want to go to the first waypoint, and this guy we want 1 right. 1 right. Okay, and let's go to our last one, and we'll do the same thing. Load that course, activate it. And if we go down here, we can see field 2 5 harvesters, first waypoint, and we want him to be 2 right. So if you can follow my cursor, this is 2 right, 1 right, center, 1 left, 2 left. All right. Okay, well, let's get back over into our first one, and let's just tell him to go to work. Okay, get over to our second one, tell him go to work. Third one, go to work. Fourth one, go to work. And the last one, go to work. All right, now we'll sit here and kind of watch them and make sure they don't get all bundled up right off the bat. Number 2 should be getting over here, getting ready to line up. It looks like number 2 and number 3 are kind of lining up. All right, number 2 is off and rolling. All right, let's go back and wait on number 3. Number 3 is getting in his path, in his row. Very good. All right. And let's go back and wait on number 4. Isn't that a pretty sight? All right, number 4 is lining up. He's getting ready to take off. There goes number 4. Number 5 ought to be starting to line up. All right, there he goes. Very good. Very good. All right. We've got them all running. All right, so we'll jump out of here. And we'll run over here and get into our grain cart. And we'll start chasing them. Let's get rid of that HUD. We don't need that HUD on there. All right. So let's start chasing them now. I tell you, with 5 of them running on this field, it won't take very long. We'll have it done. Won't take very long at all. Now, probably what we'll have to do, and we're going to have to wait for number 1 here to get clear of this mother bin, which I don't think will be a problem. He's not going to get loaded before we get there. All right. By slowing them down to 6 miles an hour, believe me, you'll stay busy. With 5 of them running, you'll stay busy, but it's not going to be a deal where you just can't keep up. It's not going to be like that at all. So, all right, let's just get number 1 emptied off here. But we don't want him to stop. We don't want any of them to stop. Like I've said before, the grain cart driver, yeah, he's always at fault. You stop a harvester, it's the grain cart's fault. Anything that goes wrong on the harvest, yeah, it's the harvester's fault. It's the grain cart's fault. So that's kind of a standing joke in the real world, but it is right. I mean, the grain cart driver he's got a big responsibility to keep all these guys rolling. And you know, you're paying out a lot of labor right now. So each one of these harvesters, you're paying that guy to harvest for you. You've got a guy hired to drive the truck for you, and yeah, plus your time. So absolutely, you know, you're paying out a lot of labor, so you want to get what you're paying for. you're going to pay these guys to do the job, then you need to be able to keep them busy. Now, that is one reason why I have never completely automated my harvest. You know, you can use Autodrive to do what you're doing here, chasing these harvesters. You can actually get Autodrive to do that, and it will, but it's not, how should I say it? It won't keep up with them like you can. Let's put it that way. It just won't. You'll have harvesters stopped out there. You know, if you've got a small field and you've got something else to do and you want to turn one harvester loose with a grain cart running on Autodrive, that's fine. That's fine. But you know, and even at that, the harvester's going to stop before that grain cart will get him unloaded. So it's not near as productive. And if I'm going to completely automate everything, then instead of doing this, why don't I just watch television and watch a farm channel? Because I'm not doing anything. You know, I like playing the game. I like having something to do with the harvest, or I like having something to do with planting and stuff. So to completely automate everything, no, I like doing my job. So, but anyway, we've got this guy unloaded, and we'll get number 5. And by that time, it'll be time to make sure number 1 gets over in his correct lane. I always got to watch that. We don't want no head-on crashes going on here. No. But as you can see, everything, whenever you slow them down to their standard speed with 5 of them running, everything is much more enjoyable because you're not scrambling. Everything is just working great. So all right, well, we've got this guy unloaded, so now we'll go up here and we'll just make sure number 1 goes over and gets where he's supposed to be. Alright. The only way really to tell is to get up here by him and look down that row where he's headed. And that's what we'll do. So, you know, I'm not sure. Exactly. They're going to compensate for the width of the field. That's for sure. But what we don't know is which side of the field they're going to do that on. So, now it looks like number 1 has pretty well stopped. Well, you might be going a little bit now, but he's waiting on number 2. to get around where he's supposed to be. So we'll just kind of turn around here and make sure they all get turned right. All right, looks like number 2 got turned around. Good deal. And we'll just keep watching and make sure they all get turned around correctly. All right. It looks like our first harvester, he got loaded, so he's stopped and he's backing up, and he should cut in to the right so that we can get to him to unload him. And it looks like that is what he's doing. So we'll get up here and unload him. Now, if you've watched any of my previous harvests where I have showed you this, whenever that harvester cuts in like that and unloads, you kind of got to have your wits about you and watch him. As soon as he is unloaded, you need to back up, because he's going to want to cut back in and get back in his row, and he doesn't waste too much time about doing that. If you get busy and you're not paying attention and you don't back up, he will run over the top of you. So yeah, ask me how I know that. Yeah. So anyway, he's doing exactly what he's supposed to do. Now, they did compensate for the width of the field at the end that we're coming from. So we've got one harvester back there that's running, and he's not picking up anything, or he's not doing any harvesting, because they're compensating for the width of the field to make it all come out right. So that's all right. Now, he's got to be running, or else these others won't run, if you understand what I'm saying. So anyway, he's running out there. He's not harvesting anything. He's just running. And that'll be the last harvester. Once they get down at this end, they will have already compensated for the width of the field, and it'll all come out right. So anyway, we'll get this guy unloaded. We'll go get number 3. Yeah, we've already got in the silo already, we've got about 3 million liters, probably a little over 3 million liters of soybeans in the silo. So once we get this field done, we're gonna have to, we got all of our canola hauled, and now we'll have to get busy and haul all of our soybeans. See, I didn't get to him fast enough. Made him stop. Yeah, that's the grain cart's fault right there. Oh well. Anyway, we're just going to go ahead and keep unloading these guys and keep them moving. All right. we're going to take this over and dump it into our mother bin, and we'll get our truck started. The reason I haven't already got him started is, honestly, I forgot. I did trade trailers, so, and I forgot about that. So while we're letting him unload, let's jump up in here because that truck has already got a load on it. All right, and let's go over here to our HUD. We want to load it field 2, unload it the silo in the yard, and we're hauling soybeans. Let's tell him to go to work, and we can jump out, and he'll go on and do his job. Meanwhile, we're unloading into this mother bin. Now that mother bin will hold 1 million liters. And the grain cart that we pull around, the green one, it'll hold 500,000. So we should never, and I say we should never, only recently have we started running 5 harvesters because Courseplay just wasn't doing it. So with 5 harvesters, depending on what you're harvesting, like over in that other field, that 1,785 acres or whatever it was, we had to have 2 trucks running. So, and that was just to keep up with our mother bin because our mother bin was getting full. So, yes, a lot of grain. I mean, a lot of grain. So, and that's commercial. That's big farming. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and keep on doing what we're doing. We're just chasing these harvesters and keeping them empty. We've come a long way, and yes, we're well over halfway done for sure. So we'll just keep on doing what we're doing. That truck will just keep hauling our grain. All right, well, we're flat getting across this field for sure. We've only got maybe a couple of more rounds to go, and we'll have this field done. So I'll tell you what, having the ability to run multiple tools in the field, that is well worth it. And this commercial farming, if you're doing it yourself, which is what I do, yeah, it makes a big difference. So, well, it looks like our truck is there. Maybe he's getting loaded, and maybe he's already hauled all of that. I don't know. And maybe there's a problem, but we'll soon find out. Looks to me like he's hauled it. And he's waiting on some more. No, there's some kind of a problem, ain't there? One of them has shut off. So let's go and see what the problem is here. Huh. His tractor shut off. Why? I have no idea. Looks like the truck did too. No, the truck's going. All right. Well, I have no idea why that tractor shut off. In FS22, you've got to have that buffer cart. You've got to have the tractor hooked to it and running, or it will not auger the grain into the truck. It just won't do it. So I don't know why it shut off. We certainly never shut it off, so just one of those things. But anyway, I think we're going to call this a video. As you can see, we're almost done with this field. If you've liked this content, please go down there and give me a like, thumbs up. I'd sure appreciate it. If there's any part of this content that you can use for your own farm, please do. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would sure appreciate it. Go down there and slam that subscribe button. I would sure appreciate it. It'd mean the world to me. But I think, as for me, the Dirt Road Farmer, I think we'll call it a day. And as always, thank you for watching.